Cleaning beer lines is never fun, but I'm going to show you how to make it easy. I'm going to go over a few things on what you need. You don't really need much, and that's what makes this so great. So let's get into it. So you need to pick up some beer line cleaner, a wrench to take the faucets off, a submersible pump, and this could be small, with a hose and any attachment you use for your kegs, something to put the submersible pump in, a measuring cup to measure out the fluid. All these products will be linked in the description below, and it makes it super easy. It's super cheap, maybe about 20 bucks in total to make this. The pumps are like $10, and then the other fittings are here and there, roughly $10. So you get all your lines out, you get your bucket or container of which you choose to recirculate through. I fill it up with clean water first, put the pump in, and then make my connection to each beer line individually, flushing out any residual beer or whatever was left in the lines out before adding the beer line cleaner. Given that I only have 3 lines to clean, I don't mind doing them individually. For those of you who rock those 6 to 10 faucet keysers or kegerators, you might want to look into those adapters where you can join and daisy chain all the faucets and lines so that you're just doing this one time rather than each time individually. No way. Really? Really? Well, 3 years did that pump in on the beer line cleaning. 3 years for, $15 pump. Not bad. I'll take it. So once you're done rinsing out all the lines, you want to dump what was the clean water out and then continue onward with the fresh beer line cleaner mixed to the appropriate amount. In my case, this is a 1/2 ounce per quart of water. You don't need much, especially when you clean out the beer lines ahead of time. It's not a very soiled solution, so you can just do enough to cover the pump. At least that's what I do, and it tends to work just fine. So in my case, I'm only using 2 quarts. It only takes an ounce of beer line cleaner. That's the same bottle I bought when I first got my kegerator, so it's lasted me quite some time. And I clean my beer lines fairly regularly depending on how frequently I'm brewing. I really try to clean them between each batch, and I brew 10-gallon batches, so once those 2 5-gallon kegs kick, I make sure to clean it before I put the new beer on. Even though for my 3 faucet keyser or kegerator it takes me roughly an hour to clean my lines, the fact that it's so hands-off is what I love about it most. Once you connect each line and turn the pump on and set your timer, you're pretty much free for the next 15 minutes, and even if you go over, it's not too big of a deal. While the beer lines are cleaning themselves, you can be doing other things, brewing related, cleaning some kegs, kegging some beer, or best of all, drinking beer. Once you finish cleaning all the lines that you need to clean, go ahead and close all the faucets and then dump the beer line cleaning solution. Fill it up with fresh water because we're going to rinse out each line individually and get them ready for storage. Now, I usually just fill it with water when I'm done if I don't have another beer to put on tap. But if I do have a beer to put on tap, I'll make sure to rinse them out thoroughly, make sure none of the beer line cleaner is remaining, and then connect it to the keg. Run a little beer through it so there's beer in the line, or you can keep the water in there. I just wouldn't recommend keeping the solution in there. I don't know if there is an issue or is not with this beer line cleaner in particular, but it's nothing I'm willing to risk, so I just use water or beer. Once the last beer line has been flushed, you're good to go, and your beer lines are officially clean with probably the least amount of effort ever. So go ahead and put everything back together, and if you want to go that extra mile, make sure you clean your faucets, shanks, fittings, and ball lock connectors, which will be coming up in another video. Thanks for watching. Cheers.